You guys, every single person in this room is an oilaholic. It's not your fault. I know it's not your fault, but you are and I am. We're all guilty of trying to ride a bicycle and then use an SUV, eat an SUV diet. You know, all of us. And how did it get this way? And where are we going? In the stores, every time you shop for anything, because 97% of the food is grown conventionally, is laden and laced with oil. We're eating a Saudi Arabian diet. The fruits are waxed, the pesticides, the herbicides, the additives, all petroleum-based. So when you shop down the aisle and you look into your cart, you don't think you're an oilaholic. You think you're eating all this good, healthy food because that's what they tell you to eat, so you do it. And one bite at a time, not only are we ingesting it, we are polluting our bodies, but we are polluting the environment. And how we do it, is it worth it? This is a story about a head of lettuce, okay? And you can see that bowl of lettuce. It's not that head of lettuce. And the first thing we'll notice when we eat, just like I said, we ingested the pesticides, the chemicals, this cocktail of poisons in our bodies that we don't even have a choice. And then those additives and preservatives and all those gnarly things that go into your food and how it gets to you. And then the story of the lettuce, a simple head of lettuce that goes through the processes of being planted and fertilized, and that cocktail of all the barrage of things that goes into planting, harvesting, transportation, distribution, all of these things, transportation, distribution, on and on and on, and packing and chilling, and all those things that we just kind of take for granted. And that's just the US oil that we're talking about. And then we go to the imported oils. And then we go and we take that lettuce that's had this huge story, this huge history that's just gone all over the place, back and forth, maybe from Mexico, Puerto Rico. Who knows where it came from and who cares? Because it's lettuce and it's healthy and they told us to eat it. Then we go to the store and we buy it and we put it in a plastic bag, a Saudi Arabian plastic bag, and then we take that plastic bag of lettuce and we bring that plastic bag of lettuce to the counter and they put it in a plastic bag, and then we feel good about it because we take it home, we put it in our garbage bags, and we're recycling. But guess what? That's not the answer. Since we know that we are being injected and not protected by the food choices that we are challenged to make. But guess what? Just like an alcoholic, an oilaholic has a way out. Substance abuse can be overcome even in the grocery store. So what do? We take those solutions and we buy regional foods. We take another step and we look at regional fuels. We got them all here in Alaska, every single one of them. And then we take the next step and we buy organic, because if 97% of what we buy in the grocery store is grown conventionally, guess what? You don't have a choice. Then we look at our soil. Our soils are totally depleted. Our waters are polluted with the runoff from the very products that we eat, laced in those chemicals. So we got to repair our soils. We got to support our local farmers, but not only that, all local businesses, because everything transports, everything comes and goes. And then looking at alternative ways to grow our food year-round so that we are able to eat a diet that doesn't get trucked and shipped. Right here, technology right here, we just need to go for it. We need to educate our children from the very beginning, and most of all, we need to educate ourselves so that we can educate our children, so that we can make those choices. Looking at the way we process things, looking at the way buildings are made, looking at the way we waste, like that symbol right there, this symbol right here, plastics. Okay, here's a bag right here, organic lettuce from California in a plastic bag. This thing is full, in my opinion, petrochemicals. It's part of the addiction, folks. Then we look at our energy buildings, and we look at smart transportation. And the most important thing in the 12 steps right here, these are kids in our own community who all work for me, by the way, who I love. These kids are part of the movement. They don't want what we had. They want what we see needs to happen. And it's up to us to work with those kids and keep this movement going. Take those 12 steps and make a difference, because we are holding the earth in our hands. It's our choice. It's our choice. It's our footprint. The footprint of nature is totally, completely relying on our footprint. Here we go. Solution, 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 solution. And that's what we get, folks. We get something that we can be proud to put in our bodies that's going to help heal the planet one bite at a time. Solution after solution. I love this slide. This just totally kind of sums up one bite at a time. We've got to kick the habit, okay? If we want a planet that we can breathe and live, we've got ideas, we've got bright minds. Let's do it. Make a difference one bite at a time. Now, one last thing. This is really important, because we are getting ready to go in to eat. And thanks to the Habers, we have incredible halibut and the Sourdough Express for printing on the food, making the food. But we have choices right here. And I haven't bought a can of oil in a really long time. And I went in and I thought the cans of oil were in cans of oils. But guess what? It's a petroleum-coated petroleum product. So it's our choice, right? Yeah. Okay? Thank you. One bite at a time.